Alright, what's going on, guys? My name is Fish and I'm the World's Strongest Gamer, and today I'm bringing you another WWE review. This time is for December 24th, Christmas Eve. Now this video was taped, or this episode of Raw was taped a few weeks ago in Pittsburgh, so it wasn't live. I don't care about it, you know, it's just wrestling. Now, with this episode, obviously it was geared towards kids. Just like a lot of WWE stuff now, it's geared towards kids, and I'm pretty sure the head writer was about 8 years old. So let's just get into it. I'm gonna try to make this video a little bit quicker. Video didn't go up yesterday because of Christmas, obviously. I had the family in town, didn't have a chance to record this, but now I'm here. So let's start off with everyone's favorite, Santa Claus, aka Big Foley, spoiler alert. But anyway, Santa got run over by a reindeer, and Del Rio obviously picked up the hit that Grandma set on Santa Claus because she got ran over by Santa Claus. You know, karma. I don't even believe in karma, and that's karma. But this is a great way to get someone to turn face. Have them hit Santa Claus. Logic, WWE. Logic. I'll never understand it. But anyway, now this heel turn, quote unquote, not really. It's almost as worse as his face turn going against 3MB, which is probably one of the stupidest gimmicks in WWE right now. But I do have to say, Santa Claus did take one heck of a bump. He was on it like Ziggler. I mean, might as well just sign Santa Claus to a full-year contract. I mean, he was a good foot away from the car and jumped on the side. Pretty stupid, but whatever. To each his own, I guess. And now, my favorite quote of the night, by John Cena, obviously. He's going to be there for a while. Saint Nicholas is a saint. Thanks, John. That's why you're the best. Anyway, next match was Cody Rhodes versus Kane. Apparently, Kane has a good relationship with Santa. It's nice to see Jerry Lawler back on WWE TV, but he's not that good on commentary. I'm sorry. He makes kind of like the stupidest comments I've ever seen, ever. And it doesn't make sense. Like, the three-man team with JBL, JR, and Michael Cole was great. Michael Cole carries the show right now without JBL or Jim Ross. But Jerry Lawler just seems kind of like that immature guy you don't really want to talk about. Like I said, it's great to see him back, but I don't think he's that great as a commentator. But anyway, the match, as with most of the matches on this episode, was nothing special. Obviously, the face is going to win because it's more geared towards kids, and it's the Christmas Eve episode, blah, 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 blah. But it didn't really make sense for them to do the Cody Angle's revenge from an injury storyline. This happened about a month ago, and it would have made sense, you know, when Cody Rhodes came back to do the storyline, but he's been back for a few weeks now, and this doesn't really make sense to me. Now, the next match was the Santa's Helper Divas 8-man tag match. And I gotta say, this match was actually pretty good. There was a lot of, you know, potential in the ring. I highly doubt WWE is going to do anything about it, but it was there. So, you know, congrats to them. And why did none of the Santa's Helpers that I see in the mall look like, you know, Rosa Mendez or Eve or stuff like that? All the Santa's Helpers I see in the mall are like old, fat males and smell like alcohol. It's not very good. So, I'll get into this a little bit later, but when they announced it, what's the difference between a lumberjack and a lumberjack frost match? I'll never understand it. Anyway, going to go to this a few times because it was on a few times, was Ziggler and AJ. Yeah, I get, you know, they're a couple, and I get that they're both great, you know, talking, but it came up a bit too much. I'll get into it a little bit later. And like I said, going back to the Sheamus versus Big Show match in a lumberjack frost match. Now I know why it's called Lumberjack Frost. They're all wearing Santa Claus hats. I don't know why, but whatever. That doesn't really have to do with Jack Frost. Anyway, I'll never understand why no one realizes, hey, Sheamus is going to pause on that last hit on the rope on 10. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But he pauses. Kids are stupid. Anyway, the match was fine. I didn't care much about it. The rivalry's been good, I'll give them that, but like I said, it wasn't that great of a match. Now, going back on the Miz TV segment that happened on Tribute to the Troops, they highlighted, you know, Miz needed a change of character, but not like this. This is probably pretty bad. Miz is great, and he has potential to be really good, and, you know, we saw that he was. But this is pretty bad. But, I don't get why, Kermit said that his relationship with Miss Piggy was don't ask, don't tell. Does that mean they're gay? Because that's what it means. Oh well, whatever. So Zack Ryder versus David Otunga. Does anyone care that David Otunga is the first Harvard law school graduate? No, because he sucks in the ring. Now, Christopher Nowinski, back in like 2002, first Harvard graduate. Fun fact. Anyway, the match wasn't good. Otunga can't wrestle, and Zack Ryder is the jobber who just happened to get famous off the internet. And they gave him a WWE title. Like, oh, here, yeah, you helped us come up with the idea of internet shows. Here's the title. We'll take it away for you in like a month. Whatever. Now, I'm kind of starting to like Brad Maddox as, you know, as a character. He's getting cocky. He's getting more confident in front of the mic, which is good, in camera. But he's just going to keep jobbing to people. I'll get into that later. Next match was The Miz and Kofi Kingston versus Antonio Cesaro and Wade Barrett. Now, you know WWE kind of edits their own crowd reactions when The Miz gets cheered like crazy. I've never seen anyone cheer for The Miz that much. But, you know, I guess that's what they can do when it's not live. Whatever. But overall, the match was pretty good. Now, I get AJ and Dolph Ziggler in a relationship, and I get that AJ, pushed Cena off. No one cares anymore, or at least I don't care. Now, this is why I don't like the 3-hour format. They just revisit stuff that happened earlier the night and a few weeks ago, just to fill time. That's all it is now. But, for what it's worth, it's good. And then Brad Maddox, who still doesn't have an entrance video, just seems Brad Maddox is coming to town very poorly, I might add. But he did do better at singing than his opponent, the Great Khali. Now, you're not liked in the WWE when the crowd chants, "Let's go Maddox," when you're facing him. Great Khali, I don't know how he ever became World Heavyweight Champion, but he is not that great at all. I'm sure he's, liked by the kids and whatnot, but just stop, please. There's room for one, comedy act in WWE and wrestling in general, but, most of the time they're not even good. Santino's okay from time to time, and Great Khali's never good. Now, the CM Punk promo, I'm actually going to be in Tampa for that show, so that's going to be a little bit different. I'll talk about it next week. But the thing that I love about Punk's promos is that, whatever he talks about is true. I mean, when you see most heels, they come up with, random stuff that kind of makes sense to get their point across. But when you talk about Punk, that's what he said was 100% true. Ryback did injure Punk, quote-unquote injured. And, he didn't get suspended. He didn't get, fined for, going out there and hurting someone. But instead he gets rewarded with a WWE title match. It does make sense, and that's why I like Punk's promos. He's, hands down, probably one of the best promo guys in WWE right now. And now, Daniel Bryan versus Damien Sandow. It was an okay match. I mean, they didn't give it at all. I completely understand why. It was just kind of a kid's match. I do like Daniel Bryan. I do like Damien Sandow. I think both of them are going to be faces of the WWE in weeks to come. Now, the 12 Days of Christmas tag match. I was also very surprised by this match. There's a lot of potential in the ring with primetime players. My boy Tyson Kidd, most underrated athlete in WWE. Justin Gabriel, at least Heath Slater. I still like him. But McIntyre and Jinder Mahal can't wrestle. Brodus Clay I don't like. I do like the more cocky attitude by Tensai, going back to kind of his Albert thing. I do like that. There's also some pretty good athleticism in the match. Now, the Kane and Daniel Bryan segment was quite funny, actually. I enjoyed it very much. Great, I'm starving with the dog. That was funny. I didn't think Daniel Bryan was still a vegetarian. I heard he dropped that, but I guess for his gimmick it's funny. And then I do really like them as a tag team. I do like their comedy. It's pretty funny. I think Daniel Bryan's probably one of the best, all-around talkers. He could be serious. He could be funny. He can do almost everything. And he's also a great wrestler. That's why I think he's going to be one of the faces of WWE for years to come. So I think I came up with a new Slammy Award for next year. And AJ gave me an idea. It was the Best Butt Wiggler. And that apparently goes to Dolph Ziggler, who hopefully will win a title. But I don't care about him doing a butt wiggle from time to time. And, Santa with his heart rate, that was pretty, at a pretty irregular heart rate. The doctor might want to check on that. I'm pretty sure your heartbeat doesn't go to jingle bells. Either that or Stryker, who thank God finally shaved his mustache. I got my Christmas gift present. Didn't put his phone on silent, and that was pretty embarrassing. And then finally was the Miracle on 34th Street, street fight. It was a comedy match. It had fun. I enjoyed parts of it. I really enjoyed Del Rio throwing the teddy bear. Obviously, Santa Claus is going to come out. Who has his own entrance music? Sorry, Brad Maddox, we don't have enough budget to make a video for you. But it has good spots in it. Obviously, Cena's going to win. So, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoy. Be sure to check out my channel on Friday when I come out with my first NCAA football Road to Glory mode as a linebacker. It's going to be weeks 1 and 2 of the high school playoffs. I was supposed to put it out last week, but I didn't get a chance to. So, if you enjoyed the video, as I leave a like and a comment, follow me on Twitter, at WSG Fish. Put that link in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time. God bless.